What's poppin', people? SSJAipom here with a remastered combo reference video for Vegeta this time around. And if you're uncertain, we will be recovering all of the cast characters eventually. They're just coming in at a slower pace than last time, so you'll be seeing them over the course of a few days, few weeks, few months, whatever. You will get all of the cast characters done eventually. You can check their outdated videos for now, because we did pretty much do all of the non-meme cast characters, so if there's someone else you want to check out, like Trunks, Vegito, fucking Lord Slug, he's done already, so you can check that out. But we're going to be going over easy to replicate combo strings, some basic cancels, transformation details, and a recommended preset for competitive play to create a sort of starting point for you guys to pick up the character and just run with them. Of course, this isn't the only end way, be all way to play them. In fact, this is not an actual guide. It's more so of a, hey, this is something that you can look at and kind of get inspired and kind of just go off and do things. So if you want to see some actual guides on a character or some better like understanding, or I should say better explained or shown features of a character, check the end screen of this video and you'll be able to see another link to Vegeta's gameplay from one of my friends. But anyway, Vegeta is a character that will trick you in terms of your experience with him on and offline. He is almost exclusively a owner of cinematic combos. They work perfectly offline and they give him access to a bunch of stamina break combos and links to his supers, but online it's a completely different story. These combos act very strange, they act funky, they act very weird, and if you tried playing Vegeta before, you probably ran into something and went, well, what the hell? Get used to Vegeta's step cancels and dash cancels for a fighting chance. Like that's the main thing you gotta do. Vegeta has very good dash speed, and his damage locked away behind his like super attacks is probably what you want to go for instead of like relying too much on his combos, because he hits kind of light and he can't get to some of his strong strings. However, his heavy light heavy is in fact his strongest string, and you don't have to worry about that dropping too often online, so that's the thing. Vegeta's cinematics either end in knockdowns or stuns, but those stuns aren't long enough to capitalize on in most cases online. You have to find safe or true ways to go right into your supers, and ideally Vegeta has many like ways to do that along all of his presets. He has Flash Strike and all that. But anyway, using Vegeta requires more hard work and focus than using Goku. It's like Dimps is actually trying to say something like, hey, this character is like works harder than Goku. Anyway, again, I will say though, if you want a well-rounded Vegeta preset with options and tech, I can recommend two for you very easily. Majin Vegeta's first preset or Battle Suit 8 Vegeta. Really, you basically need knowledge of his strings so that you aren't messing yourself up, because with Vegeta it's very easy to accidentally go into a cinematic combo. Triangle square step cancel is your go-to combo for damage that won't mess you up online. Very good loop. After a stamina break you can use this thing over and over, probably get the kill, because the damage racks up very quickly. With Majin Vegeta preset 1, you just need to use triangle 3 times and then mighty explosive wave over and over and over to be able to compete. This does really good damage, great tech found by the guys at Discord, and it makes Vegeta actually like a threat. The hit stun on this thing is great. Yeah, if your enemy tries to snap vanish behind you and they're not used to backing up, they'll get hit by it again, and you just keep on doing it. It's a very good loop on Vegeta, and it'll keep you like in the fighting like zone. I will say Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta has the same combos, but he sort of lacks synergy in like tech in terms of like what his moves can do and his ultimates. If you play one Vegeta though, you pretty much know how to play them all, except for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. That's a different case because he has different combos. But if you didn't catch them at the end of the Goku video, we actually do show you true combos into supers or ultimates at the end of the videos, like after the transformation info. So if you do want to see how to use Vegeta's super attacks in the most like reliable ways on the presets that I mentioned, we do have a couple of like reference points for you to go off of in terms of comboing right into those supers to get that reliable damage off on Vegeta, in the sense that you want to be able to hurt your opponent and not put yourself out in the open too much. But with that being said though, Vegeta doesn't have many playable transformations to choose from, so this segment is going to be like way shorter than Goku's because we had to go over 3. But all in all, Super Saiyan seems to pad the character for like physical defense and offense, and Super Vegeta, which is the transformation that he gets, seems to pad you for Ki Blast defense and Ki Blast offense. Vegeta gets all of the mechanical changes of a Super Saiyan transformation, including recovery frame shortening, charge attacks warping. If you have like Gallic Gun on a preset that can teleport, or like it can go Super Saiyan 2, or yeah, Super Vegeta 2, you'll be able to like teleport to your opponent when you charge it up all the way. So that's a good thing. I don't think Vegeta has that as an option on many things, but in case you were going to use a custom created character built around like Vegeta's iconic skills, that's something to keep in mind as well. And if they're not on screen yet, I'm pretty sure they might be though. The rough stat bonuses per transformation are going to be showed on screen. Remember that the Super Souls are taken into account in these like calculations. This is because we're talking about the cast characters themselves. On custom created characters, the values may be a little bit different, a little bit skewed, or like nerfed or buffed in terms of like whatever the hell you have going on there. But yeah, Super Saiyan increases strength, speed, and defense with each level, and Vegeta's kind of does the same, but your physical defense does not go up all the way, or it does not get the small boost until I believe Super Vegeta 2. But that is the thing in that. You can also notice that your stamina recovery rate is going to be getting shortened, and your key recovery does get cut down a little bit too. The minuses are not as high as say Super Saiyan 3 with Goku though, so you don't have to worry about going too far into the deep end, but at the same time, it's still a thing that happens. It still can happen. It still can affect you in the fight. So you want to find a good way to transform, or a good time to transform, do that. Note that it might mess you up a little bit though, because his transformation kind of does gimp his recovery frames. He's a very technical character as he is right now, so kind of messing with those values, and if you're not used to them, you're going to be dropping combos all over the place. In general, I will say Vegeta is a difficult like character to pick up and run with, because his arsenal being so small definitely hurts him against characters that tend to feel like they're on autopilot. I will say Vegeta is still one of my favorite characters to play as, because you don't see him often, and it's more of a struggle to kind of get the fight going in your pace. But when you dominate with Vegeta, you feel like you actually dominated with Vegeta, if that makes sense. On the presets that I recommend, you should be able to adjust the moves that you go for, or like the combo enders that you like, so that you're kind of just doing your thing. The step cancel that Vegeta can do with its triangle, square, yeah, that one is like, it deals amazing damage regardless of what preset you're on, and it'll pretty much carry you all the way in the long run on any preset you pick. So if you do want to just use a Vegeta and run with it, that is your go-to no matter what skills you have equipped, because you will do really good damage. And his heavy string is pretty good. If you have energy wave combo, use it right after the heavy string. But we have other little neat ways to combo right into those supers to get you over like 5,000 damage in like basic combos, just to chunk away your opponent if you have to, or if you have to just chip away, do that. Sledgehammer is very, like, I don't know guys, he can't true combo right into a fully charged Sledgehammer unless it's like after a stamina break. So it's a little bit on the don't worry about that skill until you get a stamina break going, but that's that. But I'll be leaving you guys with any remaining footage in this video and letting you know that Piccolo is the next character that will be revisited in this series. If you want to see any other Vegeta videos, we have those down. Remember, this is not a guide, this is more so just a reference point for you guys to, like, if you need to know his cancels or some relevant cancels, because they're probably not all of them in this video. I probably wouldn't have the time to find all of them, but if you need to find some cancels with the character, or like ways something into your supers, they're all here for you, and you can, like, you know, make a nice little point of reference. The end screen of this video will show you some Vegeta gameplay from the homie CJ, and if I can find anything relevant outside of my own content, I'll put it there as well. If not, I'll link you to some old Vegeta clips or guides or tutorials that I've done for Vegeta in the past. I'll be seeing you all in the very next video. Take care of yourself.